I usually don't comment on tokens by centralized exchanges, but this time there is no way around it. The KCS token is doing very, very well. Here's the token issued by Kucoin, up almost 100% in the last month. Now, a lot of altcoins went up in the last month, but the Kucoin token, KCS, definitely outperformed. Now, the big question is, can this continue? Let's look at a variety of different data points. First, let's simply zoom out on this chart. We see very massive waves. Whenever there is a lot of altcoin speculation, the centralized exchanges tend to profit from this, including, of course, their tokens like KCS. Now, here is that exact same chart in TradingView, and here we can also look at relative performance to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, why would you look at a chart relative to Bitcoin as here, for example? This is KCS divided by the Bitcoin price. You want to do this because there's a lot of correlation between crypto assets. When Bitcoin goes up, then KCS goes up as well. When Bitcoin goes down, KCS goes down as well. The question is always, what's the outperformance? Because when buying an altcoin, there's always more risk involved than simply buying the least risky Bitcoin, the least risky cryptocurrency. Now, what's interesting here is that we are in a pretty constant trading range. This is a very long-term chart, starting in October of 2017. Those rallies can be 4,500%, and the subsequent crashes can be minus 98.5%. There aren't a lot of cryptocurrencies with that much leverage. Now, currently we are on the way up. The first obvious resistance is after an 80% outperformance versus Bitcoin. The second resistance after a 350% outperformance. And the downside, again, it's massive, minus 90%. Or minus 93%. A quick look at a very similar chart. This is KCS relative to Ethereum. By the way, if you're interested to get those kind of charts as well, it's very easy. You go to tradingview.com and you simply enter KCS USDT divided by ETH USDT. And then you press enter. And then you get exactly that chart. So you can take all kinds of relative valuation charts this way. You can compare KCS with BNB, BNB being the token of the Binance Smart Chain. You can compare KCS to Uni, with Uni being the token by the Uniswap exchange, the largest decentralized exchange. Now, the big question is why? Why is KCS currently outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum? Now, I've got a bit of a theory here. I think it's because there's simply more trading in altcoins currently happening on those centralized exchanges, including Kucoin, of course. At the end of September, something fundamental has changed in crypto land. What we see over here is the stablecoin market cap. So it's the market cap of Tether, BUSD, USDC, and the DAI stablecoin, all combined in this one chart. And this did collapse massively after Terra Luna imploded. So UST depegged, the Anchor protocol got shut down. That was on the 11th of May 2022, and people withdrew their assets from the crypto space as a whole. This just changed at the end of September of this year. The overall contraction of crypto has stopped. People are searching for risk again. And as we have seen on this chart, right, this is not very volatile. These are very, very stable trends. And to a degree, we might interpret that stablecoin market cap also as a measure of how much interest there currently is in altcoins. Because people don't want to just hold those stablecoins to get some return on them, right? People have those stablecoins in order to jump in and out of the altcoin market. So a rising stablecoin market cap is an expression of more interest in altcoin trading, of more capital flowing into altcoin trading. And of course, Kucoin is benefiting from exactly that trading. That's probably why we are seeing this rally. Now, there is a bit of a problem here, and that's who's holding the token, who has actually control over the price. If you make your life easy, and I'd argue too easy, you simply just look at the number of holders on Etherscan. You're seeing 7,444 holders, slightly increasing. But I don't think this shows the entire picture. Instead, the entire picture is behind me. Let's have a look. On the left side, we've got the number of holders that hold at least 0.1 tokens. So with the current price of $12, that's $1.2. In the middle, we've got the number of holders that have at least 100 tokens. So a bit over $1,000 worth of the token. On the right, we've got the whales. 10,000 tokens or more than $100,000 worth of the token in the wallet. Now, isn't that interesting how these numbers are developing? The small and medium-sized holders continue to accumulate. They are buying in more and more. The whales aren't doing much. They aren't buying, they aren't selling. So this recent rally that we are seeing here is completely retail driven. Retail wants to buy KCS again, maybe in order to get some fee reductions when trading on Kucoin. The problem with holding KCS long term is of course that massive volatility relative to the rest of crypto. In other words, I believe strongly that this is a nice coin in a bull market when there's a lot of altcoin speculation. I don't necessarily believe that this additional risk, the additional volatility is justifying that marginal outperformance that we have seen. The second thing is token ownership. Just very few wallets hold pretty much all of the tokens. More than half of the tokens in a single wallet, another 28 over here, another 10% over here. This is very centralized ownership. So can KCS go further up from here? Yes, of course it can. Currently there's altcoin season. Currently there's a lot of speculation. The stablecoin market cap is going up, but you do want to time this. You don't just want to buy, hold and forget it, right? Otherwise something like FTT might happen to you, right? Remember the FTT token by a centralized exchange FTX, right? Once something explodes, and we never know if that might happen for Kucoin, then of course the derivative token also goes to zero. I'm not saying this happens today, I'm not saying this happens tomorrow, but still there is the risk that maybe the US will come after Kucoin at some point. So as a small allocation to a broadly diversified altcoin portfolio, it might make sense in a bull run. Over the very long term, as an investment to hold over many, many years, I'm not really sure if the reward outweighs the risk. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram channel. Link is down below.